Hello, good people. This is B at Betty G's Kitchen. Karibuni sana. So today on our menu, we'll be cooking mboga za kienyeji. That is kunde and murenda. Murenda is a slimy one, yeah. But when you mix with the kunde, it kind of washes away the sliminess. As you can see, I'm just going to start from scratch. I'm going to prepare my mbogas, wash them, pluck them off, and cut them into the small sizes that I need. And then on the side, I have my beef, that is beef, and some chilies. For the ingredients, I also have tomatoes. I have the capsicum, the dania to garnish, two big onions. I also have the garlic and the ginger. So first things first, I'll start by plucking off the leaves. As you can see what I'm doing right now. Yeah, there you go. I'll just pluck them off, wash them, then cut them to my desired size. See, ricey, but hey. And then it's better and nicer and more cleaner when you're doing it on your own, you know. Ni kazi mingi lakini it's better. Mhm. Most of those people who get them from the kibanda when they're all done and prepared, those things, are they ever cleaned up well? But anyway, kujifanyia ni better. Yeah, you choose the right one, the better ones. Usichanganishe tena na majani zingine, you know. So I'll do this for the kunde, and I'm also going to do the same for the murenda. I told you the murenda is a slimy one. The slimy, I guess the sliminess comes when you just cook it on its own or you mix with other things. But the moment you mix it up with the kunde, the sliminess kind of shades off. Yeah. So here I am, nishamaliza, just trying to clean them up for the second time. As you can see, then I'm going to start cutting them. Bora uchunge kidole, yeah. You better, the only good thing here is just make sure they are well rinsed up. They are well cleaned up. So I'll start by cutting. I'm not going to cut at small sizes or anything because first of all, when you boil them, definitely they're going to kind of shrink and become more lesser. Yeah. So hapa ni kupita pita tu na kisu mbeo mbeo. You just cut big sizes. Doesn't matter whatever sizes you're going to have. There are those people who prefer even having like zikiwa tu hivyo mzima mzima, like the whole leaf, yeah, without even cutting or, you know, the whole thing, and still okay. Yeah, you do your thing, do whatever that pleases you. So here I am, just trying to cut the desired size that I want, and the kabebi is on the side, as you can see. Kwanza yako na visu mbili. She was trying to cut the onions, yeah. So first thing first, I'll start by boiling the veggies, the mboga za kienyeji. Put 2 cups of water in a big sufuria. Then I'll add some salt and some baking soda. Just to tenderize, yeah. Yeah, that's actually the only reason I'll be using the baking soda. There you go. You put some salt. Then you go in and add your baking soda. Then you cover. Add in your mbogas and allow them to boil for a while. Hakuna kukimbishana na nini. Atukimbishani na syllabus, pole pole tu. There we go. Mix up everything. But then there's nothing that is so sweeter and yummy than these mbogas. Like mbogas za kienyeji, you'll never compare them with the maskumas and you know. Kwanza those for those people who normally get acid, wachanani na skuma, you just go for the kienyeji and you're good to go. So here I am. My mbogas have already boiled like for uh 20 to 25 minutes, and we're good to go. I'm just going to drain off the water. Yeah, put them aside. Ndio sasa nirudi nizikaange ama nizikarange. Yeah, whatever you get, you get. So here I am trying to rinse the mbogas there. Put them aside. Then I'm just going to start by cooking my onion. Nizikarange. Yeah, there you go. Just going to put them aside. By this time, nilikuwa nishakatakata kila kitu. Like you can see, the capsicum, the dania, the tomatoes, the onions, everything is dashed up. Kupika tu ndio sasa nimebakisha. So here I am with my pan. Weka mafuta kiasi tu. Kiasi tu. The bogas are not a lot. First of all, zikishachemka zo shrink. So I'm not just going to add too much oil. The oil is enough. Ama mnaona aje, should I add more? Oh, that's enough. Go in with some kitungu, just kiasi tu. I'm not going to put too much onion because again, as I said, the mbogas are not that much. Kiasi tu. Here we go. I'm just going to allow the onion to cook and to brown up, then add in my tomatoes that are just a little bit blended, not that much blended. Ile tu kiasi, kupitisha tu. Yeah. So I'm just going to allow the onions to cook. There we go. Then I'm going to add in my tomatoes. Yeah. And some salt to taste. I'm also going to use some cubes, some Rico cubes. You see, like the onion was browning up, and it was at the right moment to add the tomatoes. Alafu don't add too much tomatoes. Kiasi tu, usipike tena na nyanya mingi, like utamu wa food si hata nyanya. Kitunguu inakwanga tu imetosha kika kitunguu mob. For the tomatoes, if you add too much tomatoes, I don't think the food is gonna be sweet or yummy. Just put kiasi. When the tomatoes cook, you add in the mboga za kienyeji, the kundes and the oh god, this other mboga. I'm losing the name. Why am I losing the name? Murenda. Yeah. Murenda. I'm not a kienyeji person. Like I'm not this mboga za kienyeji person, but vile nilitengeneza hizi, I was like, what? I'm not doing skumas anymore. I'll be doing these ones now, mboga za kienyeji all the way. They are delicious, they are yummy, they're rich in vitamins. Here I added in milk, just again to make it more yummy and to reduce the sliminess. I was trying to avoid as much as possible not to get the sliminess in my food. Because again, nani anakula chakula inajivuta? Who is going to do that? No. So for the milk came in handy. Then I added in some to Royco cube. Yeah, you see? Then I'm just going to cover it a bit and allow it to cook. Kiasi tu. You're not going to overcook it. Look at that. At this moment, maziwa imeishaisha and looking awesome. Ready to eat. So I'll just put it aside and use my double pan to make the beef. I need some, should I do the dry fry or the wet fry? Let's see. Let's just chill out and see the outcome. So for the nyama, I'm just going to use the double pan. Use a bit of cooking oil and a bit of butter. Yeah, just to get the flavors in the meat. Hakuna kuchemsha nyama. I'm just going to allow it to cook on its own with its own water for a few minutes. Yeah. So here I just put in some cooking oil. Kiasi tu, not a lot. Then I'm going to add in some butter. There you go. Spread it all over. Ndio nikieka nyama like it doesn't stick on the pan. As you can see what I'm trying to do right now. Just trying to mix up the oil and the butter in each and every corner. Then I'm just going to put in the meat. Kupika nyama si kazi mingi. As long as you know what you want. If you're doing the dry fry, if you're doing the wet fry, if you're doing the choma, it's never that hard. It's never that difficult. It's very easy. Kitaka tumbukiza, if you want the tumbukiza, I have a video on tumbukiza. You can check it out. So here I am, just trying to spread out the meat all over in each corner. Then I'm going to cover and allow it to cook on its own for 25 minutes or 30 minutes, at most 30 minutes, before I come in and turn around the pan. The good thing with this pan, uh, you can toss it around, like you can flip it from this side to the other side. Ukiona nyama zako hazigeuki, instead of just turning the nyama, you just flip the pan. Flip the pan. Moment of truth. Sha. Yeah, I just did that. Yeah. I just open the pan and see what's happening, what's cooking. It's a double-sided pan, yeah. Very easy to handle. And it's a good pan when you're cooking your nyama. Look at that. Look at the outcome. Well, still cooking. I'll still have to wait until everything dries up. Sitaki kuweka vitunguu zangu when the pan still has water on it. I want it to cook on its own. So I'm just going to cover it again and allow it to cook. Yeah. For another 20 more minutes before I add in my ingredients. Funika hiyo kitu. Yeah, there you go. So here, this is after another 20 more minutes. The nyama has dried up. Look at that. Look at that brownish. Venye tu imechomeka on the side. It looks so nice in the dishes. Where? Oh my goodness. So here I've just added my onions. Just going to get all the flavors in. Give it a nice mix. Oh God, the aroma in my kitchen is something else. Smelling so nice. Look at that. All nice, all good. You keep it na kaugali, you're good to go. You're not even going to add anything else. It's just that I had a different way of cooking it. Otherwise, ingetolewa ikiwa tu hivi hivi. And again, it's your own ways. You do your own cooking on your own ways, yeah? If you want to have it like this, well and good. If you want to proceed and put other things, well and good, yeah? So here I am, thinking about how I'm going just to do away with adding anything else. But again, that was not the plan. So I'm just going to allow the onions to cook for 5 minutes, then back, add in some ginger garlic paste. Yeah, mix it up so that the ginger can be all over. There you go. This is what happens if you love nice and well cooked food. You will spend those 2 hours in that kitchen. But if you don't mind whatever comes your way, you're good to go with whatever is being cooked. Hata kama ni mashakuna, you're good to go. You'll never mind. But for me, oh God, I only do nice food. So here I'm going to add in some well chopped tomatoes. Those are 2 big tomatoes. And then I'm going to add the well chopped capsicum. Look at that pot. Look at that pan. The green and the red looking all nice. Wow. Just trying to mix up everything. Add in some salt. Initially, I didn't put salt at first. You remember, because I had added in some butter. That's why I didn't put the salt first. So here I've added salt, and I've added 2 Royco cubes, beef cubes, some paprika kiasi tu. Now, when it comes to spices, you work with what that works for you, or work with what makes you happy. You know, yeah. That was some tandoori. Now this is garam masala. Yeah, that is what I was working with. That was paprika, tandoori masala, and garam masala. Those were the spices that I was working with. So I'm just going to give it a nice mix. Yeah. Still on this, I'm going to add in some plain yogurt. I said plain yogurt. I want all the flavors. I want everything that is supposed to be in this meat. Yeah. Look at that. Look at the color of that meat. My goodness. You're nakaugali, you're good to go. So I allowed the tomatoes and the spices to cook up well before I went in with my plain yogurts. Mm-hmm. You can decide to use milk, you can decide to use some cooking cream, but for me, I prefer the plain yogurts. Iko tu na taste yake, iko tu na flavors tu zake kivyake. That was like 3 tablespoons. Yeah, that's enough. Slowly just go on and mix everything well together. As you can see what I'm trying to do here right now. Look at the outcome. My goodness. Hiyo nyama tu na kaugali and the mboga za kienyeji on the side and some avocado. Where? What else do you want in this life? Look at that. Can have some. We can share. Karibuni, we can share. But then, thanks so much, guys, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Thanks for supporting. Thank you. Keep pushing it to grow. So we're almost hitting the 2K, yeah? So here I decided to garnish with some coriander, the dania that is. Mm-hmm. And some chili. And I'm going to cover and allow it just to simmer on the candle, you know? Ishaiva, iko tayari, ready to serve. So the next thing I'll be cooking is the ugali. Decided not to use my non-stick sufurias to do the ugali. Ugali ni rahisi kupika. Koroga tu maji yako vizuri after imechemka na unga. There you go. That was the ugali for the farm. Just going to get a piece of it as I plate up my plate. Let's just wait for the outcome. Where silikuwa moto, my goodness. Where si mchezo. But anyway, here we are. Time to serve. So mboga za kienyeji on the side. I've already cut a piece of ugali. Nakwambia hizi mboga zilislap. Guy, me I'm not going to do sukuma wikis anymore. I'm not going to do sukuma wikis anymore. Let me just stick to mboga za kienyeji. They are better more like hata hazina acidity, si kali. Kuna venye usikinga saa zingine sukuma zingine zikionja like I don't know, they have this funny taste. Yeah, but when it comes to these ones are better and they're yummy. So for the meat, my meat was ready. Let me serve myself for. Look at that. Nyama hata haina stress, imekaangwa ikakaangika, iko na flavors zote. Look at that. Hakuna kuweka 20 liters of water ati sijui mnataka soup. No, ukitaka nyama iko na soup, tengeneza, tumbukiza, then get all the soup that you want. But for this, ilikuwa nafai kuwe hivyo dry fry. So here I have my kachili on the side. I'm a chili person. And that was our dish for the day. Beef and some mboga kienyeji and the kaugali on the side. Yeah. And a piece of avocado. Avocado comes in handy when it comes to this kind of a dish. Look at that. Look at that. I will pay for around, let me see, $20 for this. Just joking, yeah, right? The avocado there on the side, as you can see. Oh my goodness, looking amazing. Oh my. There we go. Just going to cards. Kiasi too. Just small sizes of the avocado, just cubes in size, in shape, sorry. Time to dig in. Niwapatie feedback, the outcome. There we go. Kata tu kaugali kako vizuri. And I had a glass of mala on the side. Don't joke. Hii siku nilikula kama let me not say that name. But anyway, I enjoyed the meal. It was nice. It slapped. The mbogas were nice. They were so yummy. As I said earlier on, this was Kunde and that's slimy other mboga. What do you call it? Kunde and Murenda. Yes, that Murenda name is just vanishing out of my head. But anyway, that was Murenda and Kunde and the beef on the side and a piece of avocado. I really enjoyed the meal and my family enjoyed the meal. Let's stick around and see what to cook next. Look at that. It was so yummy. We all enjoyed. Thank you so much, my people, for subscribing to my YouTube channel. Keep sharing, keep liking. Yeah. Support your girl. Support your person to grow pamoja, right? Thank you. That was B at B's Kitchen.